Well, good morning from rainy Hakodate. Are you surprised? No, of course you're not. Plan is to go to the park. The rain is supposed to stop within the next hour, half an hour. So I'm gonna get coffee first. There's no wind, thankfully, it makes it a lot easier. And yeah, just go with the flow. Just check out the park. There is another park that, if the weather holds up, I might go to. It's a botanical garden, and apparently they've got monkey hot springs there. So if that's there, I have to see it, if the weather's good enough. And then maybe, if the weather holds out, a bit of a longer walk from the botanical garden, but might look for some retro video games. We'll see. This fella's ready for water. I bought this custard bun yesterday, but I was too full to eat it, so I'm having it for my breakfast today while I'm waiting for the rain just to cool off a little bit, so I can get my coffee down. So now, something I've noticed in Japan, and I don't know if anybody who's been to Japan has also had the same problem. How do you word it? I don't have as many bowel movements as I should be having compared to when I'm at home. I think it's the food I'm eating, to be honest. Like, I think if you're eating ramen and katsudon or tonkatsu, you're not getting enough fibre, really. So they've been few and far between. It's like if it does happen, it's a surprise. Like, oh, nice. So yeah, don't know if anyone else has had that struggle, but I have. And now this that you see behind me is actually a tourist attraction in Hakodate. That is Japan's first concrete electricity pole. And there's two of them, not just one, two. It was built in 1923, so if you're ever curious if Japan had concrete electricity poles, now you know. There's a 7-Eleven up ahead. I'm gonna get coffee. Now, to get to this park, I could have taken a tram to get a bit closer. Wouldn't have brought me all the way there, but it would have brought me about 3/4 of the way. Where's the fun in that, huh? I think it's public transport when you've got two legs. Now, the rain has stopped. So, I slept great last night. Turned on my tablet, said I'll watch a little bit of YouTube before I go to bed. I don't even remember watching any of the video. I think I just fell asleep straight away, which is strange because I wasn't that tired or anything from walking around. Like, I walked a fair bit, but it wasn't as much as I've done on other days. It's nice. But yeah, I don't know, just great sleep. And I mean, considering there's a good few others in the dorm room, but not a peep out of them. It's great. Surprised. Usually you get one or two what would you call it, extreme snorers, but no, not this time. Silent. Now, unless the curtain things were just pulled over and there was nobody there, but either way I was happy. Well, there's not a change of plans, but a change of route. So I'm gonna head to the botanical gardens first, just because on the map it's further to the east, and it makes more sense if I'm coming back by the other big park that I want to go to. Now, I don't know what's in this big park. I've seen the aerial shots of it, and it's a weird, like a star shape, so it looks pretty cool, but I don't know if there's anything actually in it. But I'm still gonna go for a walk around it. Need to burn off all that food I ate yesterday. And then if I do decide to actually, do you know what, after that big park, then I said that I'd probably go and look in a couple of retro game shops, and on the way towards that retro game shop, there's a mega Don Quixote, so I could actually go and look for my contact lenses. So I think that probably is the plan. We'll see how it actually unfolds, but at least the idea is good. Like, usually the idea is good. The execution of the idea sometimes is not great. And there's a little hot spring that people put their feet in. It's weird, it's just beside the tram tracks. But hey, look, you can't choose where the hot springs are. You just got to take advantage of them. I would have went to it, but I have no towel with me. They already were prepared. Like, it was an old woman and a fairly young woman there, and they had little towels beside them. So if I'd have known about it, I probably would have brought a little hand towel.
前年7月竣工，次年10月圆山建成，从本州引进了20只日本猕猴。今天这里的猴子就是它们的后代。猴山游乐场下面有一个巨大的混凝土。
It's pretty cool, isn't it? I missed out on them in Nagano. I actually got it mixed up with another city, so that's why I missed out. I thought it was Nagoya that they were in, so I didn't realise until I was leaving Nagano that I could have went to the monkey park. And over here they've got a footbath, same thing like the one I saw at the tram stop, but probably hotter and busier, definitely busier. And you need a towel as well, and I don't have one with me. So yeah, I finally got to see monkeys in the hot spring. Making sure I don't fall into that pit of bad boys, or this one. Well, that wasn't a bad diversion, was it? Got to see a few plants, some cacti. I suppose they are plants, but you know what I mean. Got to see some monkeys enjoying a hot spring. What more could you want for a 15-minute diversion? So happy enough with that. The only thing is that, of course, a lot of the plants weren't blossoming yet because that's just not the right time. But the ones that were nice and colourful. Nice to see the little fish. They had some birds there. I was looking, they had a little section that was a breeding emperor butterfly, but I guess it's only a breeding season now. They're probably only caterpillars at the moment, because I was looking for about 10 minutes. I was staring, couldn't see anything. So now we head to Goryo-kaku, which is the park I said earlier. Now it wasn't always a park, it was a fort. So I think there might be some information there about it. I'm not so sure. I'm assuming there would be. But look, one thing I'm hoping that they have there is ice cream. And you know, funny enough, I'm not a lover of ice cream. Sometimes I like it, but I mean, Hokkaido is known for its dairy, so you know, I have to have it while I'm here, don't I? So I'm back at the footbath. Isn't that pretty cool? Just have it right beside the tram stop. But I have no towel, so mission failed. Now, if you ever found yourself sitting at home thinking about where you'd stay when you go abroad, and you say to yourself, I wouldn't like to stay in a good guest house, I just want to stay in an okay guest house, and then come to Hakodate. It's right here. So I'm just about to enter Goryo-kaku Fort. You can see here, and a small little bit of history about the fort. So in 1868, group of soldiers that were loyal to the shogunate, they left Tokyo, or Edo as it was called back then, and they fled, and they came up here to Hakodate and they held this area for about 7 months. But then Meiji's forces came along, the Imperial Army, and after 7 months battle they fell to the Imperial Army. And that battle, the Battle of Hakodate, brought an end to the Japanese Civil War. A lot of history in this place, and you can see there's patches like this, these squared patches all around on the other side, and they would have been the foundation of the buildings that were on the grounds at that time. Whereas there's only one left now, the magistrate's office. That's all that's left, just one building. Bloody Meiji. So of course, back then, when the shogunate forces were here holding their ground against the Imperial Army, they would have been up here and they would have seen coming towards them this huge force that was the Imperial Army. They hadn't really got a chance, but they held for 7 months. Gotta give them some credit for that, right? It's a long time to be holed up in a small fort, and it is small. The area itself, it's not big at all. And when I'm walking here, I have my umbrella because obviously it was raining when I left the hotel earlier, and I don't know why, but when I have the umbrella you have the kind of urge to use it as a walking stick. Just practicing for when I get old. These markers here that I walk by, it's not the same ones as I walked by already, but these ones are actually the plans, the floor plans for 4 houses that were here, 4 dwellings. Houses maybe not the right word, but 4 dwellings, and each one had its own bathroom, no communal toilet, so they were fairly well equipped. See, it's nice to learn a bit about the history of other countries, because for example, like most countries, in Ireland we definitely don't learn about Japanese history, and for I'd say the most part we don't even learn about any history in Asia. It's just Europe and Ireland and some of America, but it is interesting to know, because every country has a good and bad history, no matter where you go. No country's perfect, unfortunately. So that was the Gyoro Kaku fort. Yeah, I was just walking past this vending machine and I noticed this Fanta apple. Never seen that before, so I'm gonna try it out. Let's try out Fanta apple. Oh, it's nice. It's red apple, well, obviously. I like it. I like that better than the grape one, for example. That's nice. 8 out of 10. Well, time to look for video games. Let's go. Put my little umbrella here. Hope nobody steals it. Let's check it out. Me Game Boy. Okay, just came out book off. I tell you, there's a few things I'm gonna get in there. Prices are bloody great. Loads of classics, some Mario games, so I'm gonna pop back in there, but I do want to just check out this other place across the road first. Because over there they had no like Game Boys or anything, it was all software, so I'm delighted now I came across that. That's honestly, the options for the prices is bonkers. Like they've got bloody like Mario Party for the Nintendo 64, they've got like loads of them just there stacked up. They're only 100 yen, so you're talking 75 cents a copy. It's bonkers. So I'm here now. They've got loads of boxed consoles. Boxed PS3s, PS2 in a box for 130 euro. It's not bad actually. I'm not obviously gonna get a PlayStation original in a box for less than 50 euro. All these down here, GameCube, PS1. No Game Boys yet though. Keeping a lookout in the Game Boy section, but no hardware, unfortunately. It's a shame, but look, the other place has a great selection of things, so at least I can still pick up a couple of bits. I'll still have a little look around here first and keep a little browse, but yeah, it's just a shame about the consoles. Game Boy mustn't be that easy to come across. I thought there'd be loads of them. Well, I just came out book off, went back again. So I got 3 games. I got all Nintendo 64 games. I got the first Mario Party. I got Mario Kart 64. And I got a boxed copy of Super Mario 64. Now I don't know if the booklet is in the boxed copy, but even the box alone, like. And anyway, the cost of it came to about 13 euro. So that was successful, and on my way back there is another book off, so I have my receipt and all the stuff in my bag, so I'm gonna go into that one. They won't think I robbed it, at least. I'm gonna go in there and have a little look. Maybe I'll be in luck with a Game Boy. If not, it's been relatively successful, so I'm not gonna complain. And the rain has started again. Well, I've made it to the other one, but no Game Boys. I still gotta have a look at what they've actually got, but it's a shame. They only have Nintendo Switches and DS, 3DS, so have a look. Still successful. Slightly unsuccessful. I did pick up a game though. It was only 100 yen. Enemy Zero for the Sega Saturn. Now I never had it, but I've seen a few YouTube videos about it, so I said I'd pick it up, like what, 80 cents, you know, come on. The only problem is I don't have a Sega Saturn yet, but I will get one, definitely. Now I'm making my way back. The rain is dying down a little bit. The wind is picking up though, as you'd expect. Do you know what I haven't done since I was in Japan? Get McDonald's. Let's check it out. Well, I brought my umbrella with me, but for now the rain has stopped. So, long may that continue. On my way to McDonald's. It's only about 10-minute walk, so curious to see what their menu is like. If they even have a self-service thing, that will make it an awful lot easier, because with most of them you can just change the language on. If not, I'll just have to practice pronouncing whatever Google Translate tells me. I just want to see the desserts. Apple pie, strawberry pie, grape pancakes, burgers, teriyaki burgers, teriyama, shrimp fillet, bacon potato pie, charcoal flavour barbecue. So I got Fanta grape, which I've never had before. Oh no, I did have grape, and I got a teriyaki burger. There's no point in me giving you a food review because it's McDonald's, so they're all similar, aren't they? It's only the sauce that's different. Well, this is the teriyaki burger. It's a burger. What can I say? Well, look, it wasn't the worst dinner. Nothing special, but it filled the gap, and that's all that matters, isn't it? Especially after, you know, 40,000 steps, just about. I've 200 more steps to go and then I've got 40,000, but you know, you don't really care what you eat then, do you? You just eat whatever.